Good morning. It's 8 o'clock on the dot. If you know me or you know of me or you monitor me, whatever the case be, you know one thing for sure and two things for certain. I like to be on time. So good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'll just give it a few minutes. Good morning, everyone. Let's see, it's 8 o'clock. Let me see. Okay, 1 second. Let me fix my comments. I don't know why it does this all the time. All right, welcome to the live. Okay, perfect. I had the comments kind of off. I don't know, it's like off. So yeah, let me fix it. Let me give y'all a few minutes because I got something to talk about today. Message. All right. I'm gonna give it like 8:02, and then I'll start talking. I have a dance party by myself until you guys get here. But y'all, okay, if not, I'm gonna give it till 8:02. If no one comes in, I'll just start talking. Not my hair hurting already, girl. You just got here. I did record another video for y'all know I have a weight loss. Y'all know I have a weight loss channel, weight loss, child free. I don't talk about that on here because, you got to learn how to have different things, what is the word? Compartmentalize. I don't know if I said the word right. You have to know how to put that. So I do have another channel where I talk about child free living and stuff like that. So, hi, Lushana. So, yeah. I'll just wait for a little bit. If not, I'm going to start without y'all. Because you guys are late to the party. Okay. Okay, I'm starting without y'all. Y'all need to be on time. Hello, Lashana. Welcome. Good morning, beautiful. Hi, Bill. How are you? Okay, so today, guys, I wanted to talk about, you see me being all organized? Shout out to the 90-day challenge. Lushana's in here. Okay, y'all, I wanted to talk about, I originally didn't want to come on live. But you know one thing? If you know me personally and you know me somewhat on here a little bit, I don't like to go against my word and I don't like being late. Okay? So I decided to come on anyways because today's topic I wanted to talk about is basically, what's the title? What y'all saw on here before y'all came in here? I think it says preparation without action equal wasted opportunity, right? And I had a conversation with my brother yesterday. Y'all know, okay, by the way, disclaimer, okay? Let's do disclaimer. When I'm on here, guys, y'all know I'm going through the journey, okay? I know a lot of stuff, but there's a lot I don't know. So if you are older than me, you're wiser than me, or even if you're younger than I am, I'm open. If you have something that can help me make my life easier, I'm open, okay? In life, you have to be adaptable. In life, I forgot the quote. It says basically, knowing that you know nothing. I don't remember the quote, but I'll find it. It says basically keeping the mentality of understanding that you know nothing, okay? Don't go around like you know everything. And another thing sorry guys. Oh, hello everyone that's in here. Please like the live. Welcomes. Like the live. My name is Nisi. I'm in the state of Florida. So if there's any Floridians in here, be sure to say hi. And also guys, how are you guys doing? How rude of me. Goodness. How are you guys doing? I'm doing okay overall, but I did have a lot of sad days this week, seeing with the shooting at the school. Listen here, even though I'm child free, I don't want any kids. That still breaks my heart. Like, I don't have to be a parent to understand pain. I have a goddaughter, I have a little sister, and that just, y'all, I was reading the story, I was just crying, y'all. My heart was just broken. And I'm just like, kids can't even go to school and make it back home. And it's just like, of course y'all gonna leave because I'm talking about real stuff. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem, America. It's a problem that kids just got back to school the first week of school. They're excited. They probably had an amazing summer. They're probably excited to play with their friends. Y'all, listen, reason 567 million reason why I ain't having no kids, okay? It's just, yeah, it's just, it broke my heart, bro. Like, it's just like, I was just reading the article, I was just crying. I was just crying. I know my tears are not going to do anything about the situation, but my heart and the fact that we're so desensitized about it all, it pisses me off. And I'm like, oh, did you hear about the shooting? Oh, they had another one? Like, why are we so okay with school shootings in America? Why is that okay? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so passionate about this. It makes me angry. We had another one? Oh, really? Oh, school just started. We had another one? That's the reaction of lives being lost? We had another one? Listen here. Oof. I was pissed. I was like, listen here. If I was ever crazy enough to have kids, they would have to be homeschooled. Like, just the anxiety of sending your kid to school and they're not making it back. Like, oh. Let's just leave that alone, guys. Like, I was hot. I'm still hot about it. I'm hot. I'm hot, y'all. I'm just like, seriously? Anyways, y'all, sorry. I'm just so angry about everything about this. Like, I'm so angry about this. And we're just treating it like it's a casual day. Like, yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm doing well. Happy you are too. Oh, thank you. The Grace. Hi, Grace. Me too. So sad. Yeah. I bet the children need to be homeschooled and have field trips with their parents. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I said this, Luciana, you and I are on the same frequency. I said the same thing. I said, listen here, if I did decide, I know I'm not going to decide, in another lifetime, if I came back to this earth and I wanted kids, it would have to be homeschooled. Homeschooled. Like, no, my child is not, like, can you imagine the anxiety of being a parent? Can you imagine that? Like, the anxiety of sending your kids to school and they're not making it back. Yeah, we're too desensitized. And it's just when I spoke to someone, they're like, oh, we had another one? We had another one? School just started. Why are you guys not enraged? Why are you guys not upset? Why are you guys not concerned? Child, you would think I have kids, right? Yeah. It's like the parents like, yeah. Your kids are not safe. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Let me just, I'll do what I have to do if there's anything I can do to help. Listen, that's the mentality when we think like, oh, I'm just one person. Listen, I get it. One person can't make big changes. Maybe they can. Oh, yeah. Oh. Listen. Homeschool. Homeschool. Homeschool, okay? I had that in prenup. I don't know if you could add that on the prenup. I'm like, listen here, homeschool. My kids are being homeschooled. I'm the boss. They're being homeschooled. I'm not sending my kids to the ghetto. No, absolutely not. Yeah, so anyways, very passionate about, even though I'm child free, but I'm very passionate about like making sure kids live a good life. They didn't ask to be here. You as a parent made a decision to bring them to this ghetto life. So you as a parent, it's important for you to make the decision to make sure that they're well protected. And that's it. I'm done. So back to the topic, guys. I wanted to talk about, welcome in. Hello to everyone that I did not see. Hello to my silent viewers also. The topic that I wanted to talk about today was preparation without action equal wasted opportunity, right? And the reason why I came up with this topic is I was talking to my brother yesterday and he came over, he was just like, what's going on? Like, accountability, okay? He was just like, what's going on? What's new? What's updated? I know you recently had surgery, but listen here, you're 3 months post-op. What's going on? Like, what's shaking? Got to get back to work. And I was just like, he's like, okay, so what's the issue? And I was talking about my business. I was just like, I'm just trying to figure out how to have marketing. And he's like, what are you doing about it? My brother, you can tell him the sky is falling down. He said, okay, good. Is there anything that you can use to not let the sky hit you in the face. Like, he doesn't take excuses. So I was just like, he was just like, well, is there anything, what are you doing to change that? And I was just like, well, I'm trying to market. He was like, well, are you doing everything that you can possibly do? And I said, no. He said, okay, what's the problem then? He said, you have to try. You have to fail at things. You can't sit here and expect a miracle. He said, granted, a miracle can happen, but God needs you to prepare, okay? He needs you to prepare. He needs you to have a little something, something. And the thought came to me when I was taking a shower this morning. Shower thoughts, guys. I was taking a shower to get ready to come out here. I didn't go for a walk this morning because I was like, like, I didn't want to be all sweaty and stuff. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just. And he was like, okay. He was like, well, I was like, well, he's like, listen here. I don't want to hear the excuses. It was tough love, you know, just like your coach needs a coach, right? No one always have it. That's why I always tell y'all, let me slow down. Sorry, guys. I get excited and I talk fast. I always tell you guys that I'm just figuring things out. Yes, I've read a lot of books. Yes, I've tried multiple businesses. I've failed at businesses. I've lost money. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a regular person, just trying to figure it out, right? And we were talking about that. He was like, you have so much potential. Exactly. I like him already. Oh, yeah, he's cut very, listen, black or white. Like, you could say anything. Oh, I can't. You like, you could say, oh, I can't walk. He said, guess what? You could do something with your hands. He said, I can't speak. He said, guess what? You could type. He doesn't take no for an excuse. He doesn't understand excuses. So I was just like, I'm coming up with excuses because I'm the queen of excuses. I was just like, well, you know, I still have doctor appointments and not 100%. Yeah, he said, you don't have to be 100%. There are things you could do. If you're 50%, you don't have to be 100%. You're making excuses. And I was just like, you know, every time I was like, just stop making excuses. He's like, listen, stop making excuses. If you don't want to do something, just say you don't want to do it, but don't make excuses. And yada, yada, whatever. So we're talking about that. And I thought to myself when I was getting ready, right, no gray areas. I thought about this when I was getting ready this morning. I was like, listen here, let's just say I'm dating a guy named John, right? And John says, hey, Nisi, I know you like reading. I know you enjoy being out in nature. I have a great idea. You know, I love great ideas. And he said, I'm going to build you a nice shed or something in the back of the house so you can relax and you can read your books. I'll put a mini fridge in there. I'll put kombuchas in there. It's going to be great. And I said, I'm excited. John sits down. He writes down everything. He writes, sorry if your name is John, okay? He writes down all the plans and the blueprint and how he's going to do everything. For months. Months goes by. John never says anything about, he talks about it like, oh, I'm going to build you a big shed. It's going to be the biggest and the most beautiful shed you ever seen. It's going to be great. But there's no action, right? You're going to be like, you're going to get annoyed, right? Because you're like, you're talking about this, but you're not doing it. So it's just like he has the plan. He has the wonderful plan. He has how it's going to look, but he never takes action. And that's what I do sometimes, guys. I'm a planner. I listen here. You can say, Nisi, I'm going to Africa next year. Listen here, I have a notebook, I have a laptop. I'm gonna sit down and do like 2 weeks of planning. I'm gonna say, okay, well, we gotta think about the weather. We have to think about sunscreen. I'm that girl, I'm the friend, I overanalyze everything. You tell me something, I'm like, but did you think about this? So I get stuck in planning. I get stuck in the planning, the preparation. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that preparation is not important. Preparation is very important. Can you imagine having a beautiful business idea? Can you imagine if somebody reached out to me right now and said, Nisi, I know you have this friendship business. It's an amazing idea. And I would love to feature you on the news next week. And guess what? I don't have a website. I don't have any Google reviews. I don't have anything. Can you imagine? So preparation is important, but also you have to go out there and take action. And when my brother said to me, he's like, right now your business, is everything good? I was just like, yeah, for the most part, I have a website. And then he's like, okay, but is there any other things you need to fix? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, what action are you taking? You can't sit here and depend on Facebook Marketplace or Facebook marketing to get you out there. He said, you love running your mouth. Why don't you go out there and talk to people? Same thing with my loan officer thing. He's like, why don't you go out there and talk to people? People love you. You love talking. You have a great personality. Why aren't you out there? And I thought to myself, I was like, he's so right. And I made a decision yesterday. I sat down. I have flyers for my business. I said, you know what? Next week, I'm going to look cute, you know, because people don't like stuff in ugly package. Hello, no matter how good it is. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to look cute and I'm going to go out in the community, talk to people. And I know it's going to be awkward for me. It's going to be hard, but I'm just going to say, hi, my name is Nisi. This is what I have going on. If you know anyone, you know, people talk to me. When I go out, people try to talk to me. It's a great opportunity to put myself out there. So yeah, don't waste your time just prepping. Make sure you put action. Actually, I have notes too, guys, because I was in the shower and all this kept on coming to me. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm trying to take a shower. Can I enjoy a shower? And just thoughts were just bombarding me. And Another thing I want to talk about, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Miles Monroe. He's a Bahamian pastor, RIP. I think he died in a plane crash years and years ago. And he always say this. He's really good. Y'all should check him out. He talks about dying empty. He said, I want to die empty. I want to die empty. When I die, I want to make sure I die empty. I don't want to leave any ideas, anything that's left in me. And also Les Brown, if you guys know Les Brown, I love Les Brown. He talks about that. He said, the cemetery is the richest place on earth. And when I first heard that, I was like, what you mean? They're dead. How the cemetery gonna be the richest place on earth? Are you crazy? And I paid attention to what he said. And he said, the cemetery is the richest place on earth because he said, imagine this. Imagine you're on your deathbed. Guys, when I used to hear this quote, my skin would just not crawl. Like I would have, what's the word I'm looking for? Goosebumps. And I would cry sometimes back then in my 20s when I heard this quote. He said, imagine this. You're laying on your deathbed. And he said, around you is all the ghosts of your past coming to you, crying, saying, we came to you. We came to you to give us life. And now we must die with you. Goosebumps, y'all, instantly. I was just like, imagine just coming to this earth and not leaving your mark. Guys, that is one of I know people are afraid of snakes and afraid of heights. I'm afraid of failure. Can you imagine coming to this world and just leaving and there's no sign that you were here? Oh my God. And I'm not talking about like legacy, because, I don't want kids. So I'm not saying, oh, yeah, let me have some kids and leave my last name behind. No, I'm talking about, can you imagine going through all this life and not leaving nothing behind? Not doing anything, not becoming anyone? And I'm not talking about celebrity, guys. I'm saying there's different versions of success, right? To me, success is a slow life. To me, success is waking up doing what I want to do. That's success. Being able not to worry about bills 24/7, living a peaceful life, eating good food, taking care of my body, taking care of my mental health, having community. That's success to me. Impacting others, helping others, empowering others, giving back to my community and other communities, right? Y'all, I'm hot today. So yeah, I say all to say, guys, just get serious with life. And I know, guys, listen here. The fact that I'm on here with lipstick talking about keep on going, listen here. I know life sometimes look at me and say, girl, I just knocked you out last week. What you mean keep going? Yeah. The past 5 years, ghetto. The complete ghetto. I know it's ghetto for everybody, but listen here, ghetto. The couple years before that, ghetto. Hardship, problems. But you got to keep on going. That's what they say, right? You got to keep on going. And another thing, guys, on this journey I'm learning, I said this before my channel, don't force people. Sometimes people will resent you for seeing greatness in them. Mind your business. For me, in that case, let me fix it up. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is if you see potential in someone and they want better, then fine, pour into them. I'm talking about people that don't want to do nothing and you're trying to inspire them. Let them be, because they're going to hate you later on, okay? So that's it. That's all. I'm done. Welcome, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Let me go back. Vaccines in school. Yep. I have kids that decided not to send their children back to... Yep. Nancy Green, homeschool her son. You're a precious lady. Thank you for being an intelligent voice in the crazy life screen. Oh, thank you so much, Grace. Exactly. I like him already. Yeah. Luciana, yeah, same here. Just listen here. If there's an excuse, there's a solution. And I'm learning that, okay? Because listen here, I'm the queen of excuses, okay? Oh, the weather. Before live, I was like, you know what? I won't be able to come to live tomorrow because it's going to rain. And I was like, okay, but it says 20% at 7 a.m. It says 8 a.m. the sun gonna be out. I'm telling you guys, I have to go back and forth in my brain. I'm like, girl, stop making excuses. Because I was feeling a little down about the whole situation, realizing that I'm full of potential. I'm full of greatness, but I'm just on the running track. I'm just there. I'm ready to run, but I'm just there. So I was like, you know what, girl? You have a commitment to fulfill. You can have an attitude. You could be feeling sad. That's your business, okay? 8 a.m. tomorrow, you better be on live. Do what you say you're going to do, okay? No gray areas. Yep. I say I don't want to hear no excuses. You should make sure, Luciana. Hi, Jeffrey. Sorry, wasn't ignoring you. Les is putting out new content on YouTube. I love Les. I want to meet him one day. You have greatness in you. So true. Some people get upset when you see more in them than they see in themselves. Yeah, that's why you have to just learn to mind your business. Yeah, just mind your business. I think mind your business. Because when you spend so much time pouring into others, the thing about it, when you're obsessed with pouring into others, sometimes when you're not complete yourself, it's a lose-lose situation. Because they could turn around and be like, you ain't got your life figured out. Why are you trying to help me out? Hello? I've learned to back up and work on me. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working on. Just minding my business and just saying, you know what? Sometimes in life you have to learn. You're going to learn. The people have to go through hardships and learn. They'll figure it out. You don't have to be the savior. You're not God. Hello? But it's an internal battle because I naturally am a generous person. I want to help others. But listen here, girl, you need to help yourself. Help yourself. And that's it. I think that's all that's the meat of the live. Y'all know everything else is laughter. And yeah, and yeah, just being prepared, but also taking action. So this week, guys, I am going to print out some flyers. I'm going to print out maybe 30 flyers. And I'm just, listen here, even though I'm very extroverted and friendly, but I struggle sometimes like going up to random people and saying, excuse me. And they're like, no, I'm not interested. Leave me alone. So I'm worried about that. I just did a video about some of what you're talking about. Is it out yet? I have to check it out if it's out. Because I've been trying to go and support everyone and just, watch people video and help out the watch hours. Where my girl Allison at? Allison, where you at, girl? Yes, it's out. Okay, I'll go check it out after. Greetings, Confidence Hub. Hello. Hi. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, we were just talking about being prepared. Being prepared is important, but also taking action is far more important. Sometimes if an opportunity comes up, you just do it. Just figure it out. And one of the good books I like, it's called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyways. Great book. Great book. But yeah, guys, yeah. That's what we were chatting about. Guys, I have ringing in my ear. That was weird. What that mean, y'all? It was just random. I just had like a little ringing in my ear. I'm just like, listen here, what's going on? I rebuke you. I was in the recent. Oh, cool. Yeah, I just be running my mouth, yeah. But I had a lot to talk about. I guess same thing we were talking about earlier yesterday on your live about, the school shootings and just, I was passionate. About that, y'all. But so I'm going to do that. I'm going to give out flyers because I do have to make money because, I have big, beautiful plans. I have big, beautiful plans, okay, for Portugal. Me and Luciana, we're going to take over Portugal, okay? But yeah, in all seriousness, just do the best that you can. Trust me, I know I be laughing and I'm excited, but listen, life still be uppercutting me, okay? I told y'all last year I lost everything. Hello? Everything. So, and y'all, listen here. I was watching a video, y'all. You know how you go through your pictures sometimes? You live life, but you forget sometimes. So yesterday I was going through memory lane, looking at myself when I was in my 20s, how I was so joyful and silly. I'm still silly and goofy. And I was going back through my pictures when I went to Hawaii and doing different stuff. And also I saw a video of me, y'all. I saw a video of me from December 31st, 2023. It was like 11:59. And I was talking about like, oh my God, 2023, goodbye. Because, I lived alone. So I was just like, oh my God, I'm here alone because I live alone. And 2024 is going to be an amazing. Yeah, I started laughing. I was exercising while I was watching some of the videos. I started laughing. I was like, 2024 is going to be the best year. I am so ready. And guess what? The worst year of my life. The worst year of my life. And I was looking at that video, I was laughing. I was like, I can feel it. I can feel it. It's going to be one of the best years of my life. I'm so excited for all the great things that are coming. Worst year. Almost died. But look on the bright side. At least I was optimistic. Hello, my dear. Hello, darling. How are you? Oh, tell the audience what your business is for the ones that don't know. Oh, thank you. Great idea. All right, guys. I have a small business. It's called Millionaire Lux. It's basically a friendship business, companionship. Okay. I started the business because I used to work at a call center, and people, when I try to get off the phone, people would tell me all their life stories, and they would be like, "Oh, this made me feel good. I have no one to talk to. I'm lonely. Da 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 da." So I figured, let me start a business to help combat loneliness, and people are depressed. People are hopeless. Listen, I get it. One conversation might not change your entire life, but it can brighten up your day, right? So that's why I started the business. It's called Millionaire Lux. I have affordable packages where I'm not a therapist, nor am I licensed. So it's more so just talking. Okay, guys? So it's not like if you check out my website, I do have like certain rules and things I go by. So if you are depressed or you're going through something or you're suicidal, God forbid, I will refund you and send you proper help. I'm not licensed to handle that, okay? So that's what I do. And just making sure that no one have to feel like they're alone, like working at a call center for like 2.5 years made me realize how much a simple conversation means. Just talking to someone, and guys, it was of course older folks too. I had a lot of older folks, but it was a lot of young people too. Like I would get in trouble. Like literally, like my manager would slack me like, "Nisi, you need to wrap it up." And people just want to talk. And they're like, "Yeah, my kids never visit me, but I'm making banana bread this weekend. Have you ever had?" And people would want to talk. And I would get in trouble for that because I would be on the phone for like 30, 40 minutes. And this is a call center. You gotta go. So yeah, that's why I started the business. Just helping others. And another thing that made me think about adding another part of the business, I saw this one mentioned suicide, guys. So if that is something that is a trigger for you, please, you're free to leave. I'm not gonna go too much on it, but I saw a video about this young lady that, she just turned 22 and she herself, and it because she was so sad on her birthday. And I thought about that too. I thought about maybe adding a package where, of course, you're in a business, okay, so you got to make money. But I was trying to figure out how to give back in a way, because a lot of people are depressed on their birthday, right? We have birthday blues. I remember all to my 20s, guys, I had birthday blues. Every single birthday, I'm crying. Every single birthday, I'm crying. When I turned 30, I said, "Listen here, girl. You can cry all you want, but you got to work in the morning. You can't be crying. You have to be grateful." So I made myself a promise when I turned 30. I'm older than 30, but when I turned 30, I told myself, "Girl, you're not crying on your birthday." And I learned not to have expectation of others. It's your birthday. Stop expecting people to show up for yourself how you show up for yourself. So from 30 on, 30 birthday, I had a great birthday. I went to Boca. If you guys from Florida, Boca Raton. I was living in Boca at that time. So we went out. We went to a place called Meisner Park in Boca. My sister took me out. We had lunch. 31st birthday, pandemic, shenanigans. But my other sister took me out. My 33rd birthday, guess what I did? I spent it alone. And I was like, "Oh my God." Listen, I spent my birthday alone. I woke up. I looked cute. I took myself out. I was in Charlotte. I took myself out to a nice restaurant. And I know people probably felt sad, but I'm like, sad for what? It's my birthday. It's my day. Why do I need the whole world to stop to celebrate me? If you want to, great, but you don't have to, right? So I took myself out. My 34th birthday, I spent it alone. My 35th birthday, I didn't spend it alone, but I was ready to spend it alone if push comes to shove. So stop expecting others to show up for you in the ways that you show up for them. Just do your own thing, y'all. And be grateful. I know birthdays bring depression because you're like, "Oh my goodness, I have not accomplished what..." Listen here, I had so many goals, y'all. And things didn't happen the way they were supposed to happen. And that's okay. So I was thinking about finding a way to incorporate where I do free birthday calls. If someone's feeling depressed or they're feeling down about their birthday and they need someone to chat with on their birthday, or I can wish them a happy birthday. I don't know how I'm going to do it, y'all, because the idea came to me after seeing the young lady, after her birthday or on her birthday. So yeah. Very well. That's why sometimes I rather act than say it. Yeah, you look gorgeous today. Thank you. Thank you, Lushana, for bringing that up. Because sometimes I'm like, I don't want to be like pushy, you know what I'm saying? But my brother's like, so what? So what? How are they supposed to know what you do? I'm like, goodness gracious. He's like, so what? So what? You're pushy. So what if they don't want to answer the? He said this is my birthday because he's a listing. He does real estate stuff. He's like, listen here. If you pick up the phone, that means you wanted to talk to me. You didn't have to pick up my call. If you picked up, I'm gonna tell you what I have to say. If you're gonna hang up on me, hang up on me. I'm like, oh my god, that's aggressive. Okay, congratulations, dear. New business. Yeah, I've had the business for a few years now, y'all. That's the thing. I don't advertise. I don't talk about it because I don't want to be pushy. Yeah, I've had it. I started that business like December 2023. Yeah, right around the time I thought I was gonna have a wonderful year. Okay. Nice business. So many people just need someone to talk to. Yeah. And I have one of my subscribers, and she said that she wants to start the same business also. And I was like, listen here, go for it. We got Uber, we got Lyft. You know what I'm saying? We have Nature's Own bread, we have Publix bread, we have Cuban bread, we have Haitian bread, we have American bread, we have French bread, we have croissant. Like, there's room for everyone. And two of my subscribers said that they thought about doing that business. I said, go for it. We all bring different things to the table. Maybe I'm ignorant in the business world. Maybe listen. Competition is great. There's Publix, there's Whole Foods, there's Walmart. Some of us don't do Walmart. We do Whole Foods. Some of us do some of us don't do Whole Foods. We do Trader Joe's. So there's room for everyone because we're dealing with a loneliness epidemic. We are dealing with a loneliness epidemic, and we're all online all the time. We're connected. We have the illusion that we have people. You get what I'm saying? And some people just don't have anyone to talk to. And some people don't feel comfortable expressing their feelings to their friends because their friends sometimes maybe they don't care. They got their own problems going on. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just trying to do something that I give back. Yes, I want to make money. Hello, I got big, beautiful plans. Portugal. But at the same time, I just want to make sure that I'm doing something to help others also. So yeah. Nice business. So many people need someone to talk to. Do a video on this channel about why you started this business and your business about 8 to 10 minutes. YouTube is free. We'll do that. And it's funny you said that. I thought about that. I was going to do it. Cause I have a coupon code for you guys also. I was like, you know what? I was going to talk about it. I did it on my old channel. I found a video that correlates with my business. I think I called the video something about should you make friends in your 30s. And at the end, I said, this video is sponsored by me. Hello. Okay, let's see here. Frank, when is your 1027, Frank? Bill Frank. How they can talk to you exclusively. And how they can talk. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's why I just want to make sure, I have my links on the website, on the page, but I want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to keep this. I'm just trying to figure out how to have it where between this is my channel to do and then, I don't want to just be pushy, oh yeah, book me, or people think, people that be trying to talk to me. If my lives are quiet now because I kind of filter out a bunch of stuff, but I don't want people think oh, this is my opportunity to get the girlfriend experience. I'm not your girlfriend. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of want to make sure I have boundaries, and I do have that on the website saying that, listen here, if you think you're going to come talk to me funny, no, I'm not your girlfriend. And eventually, I do have someone else I work with also, so it won't always be me that you're talking to. I do have another person that I'm with that they can, take a few calls to when things do pick up. But yeah. The necklace I'm wearing, I bought it from 2011 for my birthday. Yes, you got to treat yourself. Yes. You should mention about the business on your channel. I will do that. Yes, Lushana just suggested that, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'll do a video. It's not about being pushy. You're letting people know their option. Yes, definitely. Lushana, I need to hire you as my business coach. You'll be like, stop making excuses. Get to work, Nisi. Listen. No coupons right now. Okay. Because I've let them pay. Lushana's a shark. She said, no coupons right. Let them pay full price. You need it. Right. Okay. Allison, okay. She said you need an income. Yeah, have a Google Voice. Because the way I was treating it, because I do believe in multiple source of income. So the way I was treating the business is because I had a regular full time job that I had a regular full time job, plus I'm a loan officer, plus so my business was supposed to be like my third source of income, and then YouTube was just like floating up in the air because I wasn't really you know. So it was like full time job, loan officer, business, and then YouTube somewhere up in the air flying around like a balloon. You get what I'm saying? I didn't really locked in on my old channel. But yeah, I need to lock in with my loan officer too. If you guys are in the state of Florida looking to buy a home, I'm a licensed mortgage loan officer in the state of Florida. So let's chat. And the thing about being a loan officer, I always tell people it's a great job, but you have to go out and talk to people. You can make a lot of money. You make good money, but you need to be able, you can't be shy. You can't be a shy babe. You have to be able to go out there and talk to people and be okay with rejection. That's what it is. Have you guys heard about the rejection? What is it called? It's not on my mind right now. Basically, it's basically a rejection challenge. It's like a 100-day challenge. I'm not sure if it's 100 days. Maybe it's 100 days where you do something ridiculous. So it would say like you go up to someone and say, "Hi, can I have $20?" And then your goal is to get to understand and feel rejection. If anybody know what I'm talking about, can you please drop it in the comment? I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's called the rejection challenge. So you go out every day and do something, to make you feel comfortable with rejection, if that makes sense. So I need to do that, guys, because I'm just like, if I walk up to someone with a flyer and say, "I don't care. I don't want it. I don't want it." I would feel so embarrassed, guys. I don't handle rejection well. So that's the problem. Nicola, good morning, Allison. Hey, Frank. Girl, we were just asking about you, Allison. You're true. You were right. Morning, resilient queen. Hi, Allison. Allison, map greetings in the background. Yes. Y'all check out my girl, Allison, also. She's close to monetization. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? Oh, no. Rejection challenge. That's a tough challenge. Yes, girl. I saw it on TikTok. It's ridiculous. Some girl went up to a random guy and she was just like, "Can I have $20?" The guy was like, "No." She was like, "Okay." Like just to get comfortable with rejection. So I'm like, woo. Another person was like, "Can you take a picture of me?" And the guy was like, "No." There's another one. She was like, "Can I make my own pizza?" And the guy was like, "Sure, you can come back here." And if the person say yes, you have to try something else. So yeah. Shout out to men, okay? Y'all have to go out and get rejected every day. Oof, tough. Tough, tough, tough. Because if I was a man, I wouldn't make it a day, child. Maybe I would. Can I have your number? No. Can I take you out? No. And you just got to bounce back and keep it moving. So, like if I go up to a guy and say, "Hi, I think da 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 da," and he's like, not interested. First of all, you're a woman. You shouldn't be chasing men anyway. Okay, hello. Oh, no, rejection challenge. Yeah. That's the whole point of it, Allison. It's something that is supposed to challenge you mentally to... A boat just passed by. Very true. I had to learn rejection. I be forgetting I'm in public, y'all. I be thinking like this is my own private little island. No plans for the weekend. Very true. I had to learn rejection. Yeah. Not there yet. And that's what my brother and I talked about. So he said, people, even if someone wants something, like this is me. You come to me and say, "Hi, Nisi, I would love to buy a home. Da 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 da." And I said, "How much money do you make? Da 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 da. Have you had consistent income for the past 2 years? Da 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 da." And then I call you, you don't answer, right? And I'm just like, "Right, girl." And I'm just like, I shouldn't have to force you because you want to buy the home. You should come to my brother's like, no, 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 no. You're the professional. You know what's right for them. Because it's like some people come to me, right? And they send me their documents, guys. I had somebody I was working with. I was like, can you send me your paycheck stub? It's like they were acting like I'm interrupting them. I'm like, I need paycheck stub. Well, I already sent you paycheck stub. I said, you sent those to me a month ago. I need updated paycheck stubs. Well, can I send it to you on WhatsApp? I said, no, you need to email it to me. And somebody sent me a W-2, and it was for a different person. I said, hi, I just looked over your W-2s, and I noticed that it's a different name. Do you have your own W-2s? Oh, oh, I thought I could. No, if the person's not going on the loan, why are you sending me your brother's W-2 and they're not going on the loan? Like, people do the craziest stuff. They would waste your time. So it's just boundaries, guys, boundaries. No plans for the weekend, exactly, Shonda. He loud. Girl, it's two of them. They real loud. What I struggle with is the fact that sometimes people just straight up change. That's life, though. That's life, Bill. People, you can't expect people to live like. What do you mean? Before I answer, what do you mean? He said, "Will I struggle with it? The fact that sometimes people just straight up change. That's why you must be flexible. I mean, expect people to change. Change is good sometimes, right? I would tell them to keep it down. I don't want to get cussed out. Sure, and he's smoking a cigarette at 8:42. You know what? I don't want them kind of problems. Let me mind my business, okay? Like, what do you mean? Like, people do change, and that's good, right? Change is good. People crazy, exactly. And it's like three of them, okay? Three men, okay? I'm not gonna say nothing to them, child. Change is how we look at it. Change is unstoppable, right? I mean, if people are changing, like, that's good because you don't expect the person to be the same, right? Like, in what ways are you referring to? Like, change for good, or like, it's like, I need more context. Oops. Guys, this is not the great Gatorade. That's water. I figured let me repurpose the bottle. Are you even allowed to do that? Not allowed, but I know sometimes they said, you know, it's my bottle. I bought it, so I'm going to do whatever I want. Yeah. That was listen here, that was the whole purpose of me becoming a loan officer. My brother was just like, that was the whole purpose. He was like, listen here, you love running your mouth, you love talking, da 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 da. I'm sick and tired of these loan offers that are not consistent, da 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 da. Let's do this. But I think he's moving more towards listing, like listing agent. They make more money, so and he's kind of like moving more towards having his own thing, starting his own. So yeah. Listen here. Yeah, it was just a lot. It's just like when I did quit my job, when I did quit my other job to jump full into being a loan officer, all this stuff happened. And then, you know, child, I came to Florida with a backpack, okay? Thinking I'm going to be here for 1 month. I'm still here. Hello. Man, they must be from the Caribbean, the way they talking so loud. Yes, they are, girl. Yes, they are. Caribbean people just don't understand that the world doesn't belong to them. Like, bro. They are, Allison, they are. And they looking at me. Let me try to listen, see if they're going to talk. Oh, that is such a great idea, working with your brother. Yeah. Listen, I worked with my brother on one deal before. You know. My brother don't play. He's like, can I have an updated loan approval? I'm just like, yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. My brother don't baby you. Get to work. Let's see here. I suggest top brokers in your area. Yep. Life be a girl, a roller coaster. Like sometimes I question. I said the other day I was just like, when is it gonna get good? Does it ever get good? And I saw another lady. She said the chosen ones always have a hard life because later on life is gonna be better for you. I'm just like, chosen one for what? Chosen one for suffer? Yeah, life is just. And the crazy thing is, like, everyone has a problem. The rich folks got a problem too. Okay, I'm finding it hard to put into words, but I'm referring to an old friend that pretended like he didn't know me out of nowhere. I'm sorry, Bill. Tell do tell me more. Like, did he run into you and like what happened? I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you, but I'm just laughing. I'm like, how can you pretend like you don't know someone? Another thing you must realize, Bill, is that sometimes it's not about you. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, sometimes I walk around, I pretend like I don't see nobody because I don't want to small talk. But you said this person was a friend, so that's kind of different. And you have to understand, like, people have a lot going on, and when you understand that, like, sometimes it's not about you. You know, sometimes it's not about you. People are going through it. People's minds are off. Yeah. And trauma changes you. And I don't know. I don't know what the person did to you, so I can't really elaborate on it. But things are hard. I have friends that I haven't spoken to in 2 months, and these are like my everyday friends. And I get it. People are going through a lot. So I try not to take things personal. But unless you're like a really horrible friend, like I had surgery and I didn't hear from you, not once, then come on, you're not a friend. Hello. And you have to be willing to let people go. Because in my 20s, I was very friend centered. When I say friend centered, meaning I love friends. I've always had a lot of friends since I was a little girl. Like, friends, I got friends. Like, right now, even right now in my condensing era, I still have a lot of friends. Like, I have, they say friends to many, whatever, friends to none, or whatever the saying goes. But I've always attracted really good quality friends. But lately, I don't talk to nobody. I talk to y'all more. Because it's just like, people expect you to be the way you were when you're 25. Like, listen, I'm 35. Life done beat me up and punched me up in the throat a few times. I'm tired. And they're like, oh, you're not as vibrant as you used to be. You're not as silly as you used to be when you're 25. I'm 35. Real life. Real problems. Bills. Future. Retirement's coming soon. Like, be for real. Yes, trauma definitely changes people. That's what I mean. I find it hard to let go. Listen, I don't know. If the person, listen here, this is how I see it. If you're being horrible to me, I don't know, like, if you're being horrible to me, you're not being a good friend to me, you're treating me badly, like, that's the perfect opportunity to let go. Because I'm not happy anyways. I might as well let you go. So, and I know sometimes we stay in situations because it's familiar. And you're like, oh, I know you have history with you and yada, yada. Just find a way to let it go, Bill. And I'm not telling you to just like cut it off. Like, of course, you got to process your emotions, of course. Like, Luciana, you remind me of my therapist. You remind me of my therapist. My therapist. Luciana, you'd be a great therapist. Oh, sorry, guys, a bug. Sorry, my retouch came off. But you remind me of my therapist. Like, I remember I would complain to her about stuff, and she was like, okay, well, I would be like, okay, the sky on the east side is falling down. And she was like, well, you're on the west side. My therapist was just like, you're on the west side. Why are you worrying about what's going on the east side? And I would tell her my problem. She was like, it sounds like none of these problems belong to you. You don't really have actual problems. You have problems that are connected to people. You're worried about Mary being sad. You're worried about Jenny doing this. She said, worry about yourself. Worry about my therapist. Listen here. I would think like, listen here. I'll pay that lady and she'll slap some common sense in my head. She'll be like, okay, what do I got to do with you? My therapist is a black African American woman. She's like, what do I got to do with you? And I'm like, but I don't know how to do. She's like, well, you do know how to do it. Because I remember one time I was complaining to her about my job. I was just like, I'm so tired of this job. I'm working 8 hours. She's like, you don't get a lunch? So they don't let you go to lunch? I said, yeah, I do go to lunch. Da, 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 da. She was just like, they don't care about you ultimately. You think so? Oh, the therapist or the friend? Or both? Yeah, but my therapist, she was a great therapist though. She don't play. I'm like, I'm just working. I'm stuck behind a desk working for shit. You don't get a lunch? You don't get breaks? I said, no, I do get lunch and a break. She said, okay then. We're going to do what we have to do to get to where we need to get. Oh, friends, yeah. Yeah, Bill, you have to learn. I don't know your personality, but you have to kind of learn to just do your own thing. That's your greatest asset. The ability to do your own thing. Like to do your own thing. You have to be able to be comfortable in your own company. Like, don't do it too much, okay? Then you become like me. Then you're like, everybody pisses you off. You're like, oh, I want to be alone all the time. But learn how to do stuff by yourself. I don't know if that's your personality, if you do that already. But yeah, friends are important. Community is important. But learn how to do your own thing. Okay? Listen here. I love friends, but at the same time, like, I'll go to the mall by myself. I'll travel alone. I lived alone in another state alone, like by myself. Like, you have to just be able to just stand on your own 2 feet and not expect people to validate you, not expect people to make you happy. Make yourself happy. People are wrapped up in their own life. People care, but they don't, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Bill says, in the words of Tupac, I ain't got no friends. Listen here. Be a friend to yourself. You got Jesus, you got God, you got yourself, you got your family. Learn to do stuff alone. Learn to have a community, but learn how to stand on your own. Like, what do you need friends for? I mean, like, I'm asking it like a genuine question. Like, what is it that you find in friends? I'm gonna tell you, don't you leave. It's this lady every time. I'm gonna tell y'all later. I'm gonna tell y'all later. Okay. I need to learn how to do that. OMG, I don't want to do things by myself. Why not? Allison, you be shopping by yourself. What's wrong with that? That's fun. Me and God in a serious relationship. Period. Thanks for the encouragement. So I really want to go to Atlanta because I'm trying to say I can persuade my husband for us to all go. But I know he really don't want to go. Should I go by myself? The correct question you should be asking me is, hey, Nisi, you want to join me for Atlanta? Let's go. That's the correct question. You said, hey, Nisi, let's go to Atlanta. um, if you really don't want to go, I would go. I mean, how? It depends. Like, listen here. Uh, It depends. You know, if your husband's, when I say your husband's okay with it, I'm not saying he controls you or whatever. But, you know, if you say, hey, Allison, go ahead and do your thing. I got the kids for the weekend. Because I'm not married, but I still, in my mind, I think marriage is sort of kind of like a partnership. Like, you guys should talk. You shouldn't be out here. You're not being controlled, but you shouldn't be out there just doing whatever you want. You're married. You're part of a team. So if your husband say, hey, Allison, this weekend is not good, maybe next weekend, I would go alone. I would go alone. Or do you have a friend? Do you have any friends that you can hang out with? She said, Allison, enjoy Atlanta and live life. Right. Matter of fact, Allison, take a trip to Florida. We're neighbors. Hello, come to Florida. He didn't say you couldn't go, did he, Allison? Right. Like, yeah. First of all, what you mean I can't go? Who are you? I mean, let's listen here. I'm not gonna get into it because I'm not married, but I'm just like, you could suggest that this weekend is not good. You can suggest that we're planning for something. You could make suggestions, but you can't tell me I can't go. Like, who are you, my daddy? Don't drag that man anywhere he does not want to go. He didn't say you can go. Oh, it's not far. Just, oh, girl, go for it. Yeah, just mention it. Don't listen to me, okay? I'm single. Just say, hey, hon, I don't know what you have going on. Listen, I would have been in Atlanta every single day. 40 minutes? Hello? That's not bad. Listen here. Girl, 40 minutes, I would have been in Atlanta shorty. Okay. Listen, I'm a free spirit. Either you're going to be a free spirit with me, a little bit at least, but listen here. I'm married and I say go. Okay, yes, 40 minutes. Just make sure, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you're safe. Like make sure you're safe and, you don't live stream, you don't live stream certain areas. You know what I'm saying? If you know you're going to Atlanta, you've been doing the social media thing. You don't go live in certain areas where it's clear where you're at and different stuff like that. But yeah, girl, I would be in Atlanta. Okay. And Allison, once you're done with Atlanta, stop by in Florida. Tell them, hey, I'm stopping in Florida. Cause I need to link up with all y'all. Not every one of y'all, but everyone I follow, I generally like. So I want to link up with the ones I follow and I like. I was trying to say, let's plan this right now. Right now. You see, I've been having these thoughts in my head and I feel like I'm over here answering the question for him, but I didn't ask. So Allison, all this is in your... Listen, I say it's 40 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just say, hey, babe. I don't know. The way I move, I'd be like, hey, hon, Atlanta is calling my name, and I think I want to answer. I'm not sure what you're going to do with the kids, but mama's out. And girl, I would take his card, of course, with consent. But like, by the way, can I have some money? I want to go. Like, listen, girl, I would have been in a spa. I would have stopped by in Atlanta to go to the spa, get a facial done, get my nails done. Okay. Okay. If he said, I don't have the money, babe, can I take your card? Child, that man's card would have been in my hand. He wouldn't even know how he got there. Especially in my culture. That's how the women are. Baby, Shelly, papi, do. That's how they get men, their husbands to get, yeah. Sweet talking. Girl, that card would have been in my hand. If the physical card not meant, then those numbers would have been tattooed on my face, girl. Listen here, what? You better go enjoy yourself, Allison. I'd be like 4465. Okay. Is it a 4 or 3, babe? Uh-huh. What's the expiration date? Okay, what's the 3 number behind it? Because my eyes light up. And when I come back, I'll get him something with his card, with his own money. I thought of you. Bought this back for you. You have a husband, girl. Use his card and go to Atlanta and have a good time.